And we're back with another question from a member. A question on the ESS. What are your thoughts about farmers having to enhance their soil before they can produce a fertile non-GMO crop, knowing that could take a few years? Will there be technology to help in the speeding up of soil enhancement so crops can start sooner?
Okay, you've put conditions upon things that they have to, and I'm not sure that I agree with you. How can you enhance their soil before they can produce a fertile non-GMO crop? Well, there's plenty of places now that have um, organic, can grow organically, organic food, and they spend a lot of time to do that. How is it going to be so hard for us to make a whole new shift? Will there be technologies? I believe there will be new technologies. There are ways now that have already been produced, but they're not economically used because when you're trying to make tomatoes that look good but don't taste like tomatoes, then you make them grow as fast as they can so you can get money out of it. That's what the farmers, the corporate farmers are doing now. I'd like a tomato that tastes like a tomato. I like beans that really taste good. I like everything, all vegetables that taste like real vegetables instead of um, grown by chemicals. So if I were to go to a farmer, okay, it's going to be hard to go to farmers who are now producing GMO crops and tell them we're not going to buy your stuff. We're not going to buy your GMO stuff. We'll come back in a year or two when you've learned how to grow good food, good nutritious food, because we're not interested in feeding people the bad stuff that has been fed to us all of our many hundreds of years' life, families and so forth. We're not interested in that. So if I get involved with a farmer in the loved one industries, I'll be going to the good farmers first, and we'll produce and we'll buy everything they can produce with the intent that if there's repair to the soil that needs to take place, it can take place. We have all the money to grant them what they already know would help their crops grow more nutritiously. If money's the problem, then money's the solution to those problems. I know of a whole mountain in Nevada that is um, it's seafood. It's uh, kelp products. It has been it's in rock form now. It has to be mined, but that's the sort of thing that can help. We just start buying all that they can produce, and there's a whole mountain. They're not going to use it up in a short period of time. But it not only helps grow the crops, it helps grow good and healthy horses and excuse me, cattle. Well, we don't eat horses, but it'll be great for the horses as well. But cattle and mm, hogs and so forth. There's a lot of new stuff that's going to come. Would be surprised. Wouldn't you be surprised if those star nations who have never had interruptions into their creation process would have great stuff to share with us? And maybe there's stuff that we have here on this earth that they would like to trade with. And that's why we have the quantum financial system. that will be intergalactic in its nature. How do we know that? It's already happening in other galaxies. The quantum financial system is not new. It's new for us because we've been so badly left behind. But we're going to be interfacing with galactic commerce. So they'll have stuff that we need to help our soil. And I don't think it's going to take years. I just don't. It'll take some time, and whatever time it is, then that's what will have to take place. But we don't stop growing things just because um, the soil's not where we need it to be. We've got to eat. If we're working towards something getting better, then let's just work on that. And we eat what we need to eat to be able to survive. And the more nutritious food we can see, there's no emphasis on nutritious food. Cabal doesn't want us healthy. They want us sick. They don't make money on healthy people. It's all the big bucks. That's all that it's about. And to keep us in our place as slaves, we're not going to do this anymore. So those are my thoughts on that. We'll get the things we need to do. We didn't get this far to be stumbled up on things like that. There's technology that we will implement that will take care of what we're now to do. We need to do. Let's move on to the next question.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for sharing that vision for manifestation. And we'll be right back with another question from a member.